freestyle motocross world tour returned to the historical capital city of Germany, and while Berlin is known as an eclectic city that pulses with energy and history, from cutting-edge innovation to the creative haven for artists and thinkers, in freestyle motocross, it is known as the home city for Night of the Jumps, who have held the longest-running FMX competition series in the world since 2001. Even after 20 years of FMX competition in Berlin, the die-hard fan base continues to return year after year, and in 2024, the FMX riders are joined by the best in mountain bike, BMX and scooter freestyle for best trick. While the chilly winds of winter started bearing down early in autumn this year, the fans inside the Uber Arena would need to get warmed up in the best way possible, with the Psycho Dolls breathing fire on the ramps, which filled the two-wheel freestyle playground. The electricity was in the air as the FMX riders would ride out for the first time to meet the crowd and watch the first few jumps from the mountain bike tower, because they knew they were about to go into battle with only two riders from each group going to the final. It was Mikołaj Temka who had the tough job of riding first, but looking smooth with the Cordova flip and plenty of Polish fans cheering him on. The 2010 FMX World Champion and three-time starter at Dakar Rally in Saudi Arabia, Libor Podmol returned to FMX competition, and you'd never know he left with this huge underflip. The whip master and fellow Czech rider Matej Čezák came with something new, landing his first ever front flip in competition. Currently sitting in second place overall, Marc Pignol had to try guarantee his finals berth with this surfer to tsunami flip over the next gen ramp. Best whip brought a surprise rider to the competition, Andreu Lecondagui, better known as one of the world's best mountain bike riders, having won Red Bull Rampage, joining Davide Rossi, Luke Ackermann, Matej Čezák, Zapsa and Leo Fini. It would be a head-to-head battle between Davide and Matej, for which Matej would pull out all the stops to take his fourth win in a row for the season in Best Whip. Making his international freestyle motocross competition debut, Andreu Lecondagui really brought the heat, crossing over from mountain bike to freestyle motocross, removing any doubt from his invitation as he landed a 360 on the next gen, but washed out on his first front flip in the double up. A true battle between the Italians erupted, with Leo Fini throwing down before Davide Rossi had to up the ante, needing to land his cliffhanger flip, the trick which Leo just missed as a dead sailor, and Davide snuck his way into the final. The local German crowd finally had their man to get behind, the FMX Terminator. Luke Ackermann showed his effortless confidence on his flat 360 and double flip to make it into the final. The local BMX Berlin talent, Leon Binkerbank, would get into the qualification, and he started everything off to try and make it through to the pedal power best trick final. But it wasn't without troubles, after exploding his rear wheel before returning on a borrowed mountain bike, showing his talent on anything with two wheels. Matti Pekarek would show why he's one of the best scooter riders in the world with two casual inwards, followed by the newcomer Enzo de Jesus landing the backflip to bounce front. But it would be the Spaniard Alejandro Bonifay who would reign supreme again in Berlin, bringing the storm and landing the twister to take the win. The Synchro Competition was a battle between the Italian stallions Leo Fini and Davide Rossi, with these perfect rock solids and Cordova flips, versus the Czechy Czechs, Libor Podmol and Pepper Aaron, bringing their own Cordova flips, but it would not be enough to stop the two Tuscans from taking their second win in Synchro for the season. In the Freestyle Trampoline Association competition, it was a head-to-head battle between the local German team and the Dutch imports from the Netherlands. While Nicholas Dintler and Abraham Ziegler had the hometown behind them, it was the Dutchies of Milko Abrams and Luke Swinkels who would take the win. The final four in FMX started with Mate Chesak looking to land his second front flip of the night, but he took a heavy hit, and after a quick checkup, he was released with nothing broken. Mark Pignol was looking to keep his second place with his perfect California roll and put pressure on Davide Rossi and Luke Ackerman to try and retain his spot on the hot seat. Davide Rossi threw everything, including this front flip no-hander and the kitchen sink at his run, which was a fantastic run, but it was just not enough to take over the hot seat. There was only one rider who could rain on Pignol's parade, and he is the most dominant rider in FMX competition right now. Luke Ackerman muscled his bike around with every type of rotation. Front flips, back flips, 360s, and double backflips to seal the deal and take his fourth win from 4 competitions of the season. Night of the Jumps will be back in only a couple of weeks with the 5th round in Cologne, Germany, as we get closer to the final round to find the new 2024 World Champion. Tickets are available from nightofthejumps.com, and we'll see you again on Brinks.tv and Night of the Jumps YouTube.